a little professional, not fully, but just a little bit. Hi hoochies, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell from the title, we are talking all about how to get a quick, easy, no glue lace install, okay? So if you are interested in seeing how I install my wigs to get them to look, like this, a little professional, not fully, but just a little bit, without using any glue, then just keep on watching. So I personally prefer this method because it's easier, it's not as messy as adhesive, and it's less harsh on your hairline and your hair. Because as much as we want to say the glues are safe, which I do love me some adhesive, some glue, but when you switch your wigs up all the time, or when you want to go from a wig to your natural hair a lot, it takes a toll, and a lot of people have allergic reactions and things like that. So I just wanted to show you guys how I've been installing my wigs. I've been asked to do a more detailed version, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm also going to link some other people's videos down below that might help you as well. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing me install this lace wig, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so I am starting with my hair already underneath my wig cap. All that you want to do, you guys know I have a little TWA, so I don't really have to do much except slick my edges back and put my wig cap on. But if you are someone who has a little bit more hair than moi, you definitely want to try to braid your hair down or do a braid down. The flatter your hair, the better your wig is gonna look, and that's just the tea. That is where your flawless install is going to start, is with your base. Now, I have naturally thinner hair, finer hair, so even when my hair was longer, I never had actual braid downs. I would just put my hair into braids and pin them in the back of my neck. But depending on how thick or whatever your hair is, a braid down is always going to be your best option, no matter what. So I would definitely suggest braiding your hair, or going to a salon and getting one, or hitting up your auntie, your mama, whoever, and get your hair braided. And then you want to put a wig cap on. Pick one that is closest to your skin tone, or maybe a shade or two lighter, because your scalp is lighter than your skin. Totally up to you, but definitely pick something close to your skin tone range. Mine is a little bright. Your girl got some sun. So, but it's okay. It's not going to be a big deal. Let's move on to prepping the wig before we put it on. I have one of my favorite go-to wigs here. This is from WIGENCOUNTERS. I have already worn this wig, so this is going to be a reinstall, but it would be the same way if you're installing your wig for the first time. You're just going to be cutting lace, and I'm not. So shout out to WIGENCOUNTERS for sponsoring this video. This is my girl, okay? I love this wig. I'll have all links to her down below if anyone is interested. So the first thing that we need to talk about, though, with the flawless install is your lace, okay? It's all about the lace. Depending on your skin tone is going to determine what kind of lace you want. However, I always recommend everyone either get transparent or HD, because transparent can be tinted to match your skin perfectly, and HD just lays like nothing, girl. You can't even see it. So this is my wig that we're going to be applying, and look at this lace, you guys. I'm just going to lay it on my hand and show you guys. All right, so you guys see how you cannot see the lace against my hand? It just looks like hair. So now I'm going to show you an example of what is known as the gray lace, okay? No matter what skin tone you are, no matter how blessed you are, no matter how skillful you are, this lace gonna look a mess. Okay, you might be able to finesse it and make it look decent, but I just feel like why even bother when you can get good lace for the same price? You know what I mean? So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like against my skin tone. Now, this is gray lace, so on anybody's skin tone, to me, it a little weird, but So you guys see how you can just see this line right across my hand? And the camera's making it look real nice, because it don't look like, you see how if I hold it back further, you can really see that look a mess? Yeah. Get you a wig with some good lace. Hence why I really like this wig from WIGENCOUNTERS, because the lace is perfect. The lace is perfect. So now that you've got your lace out of the way, we're going to get into the install. So like I told you guys, this is no glue, super easy. I have already bleached my knots and plucked my wig a little bit. I don't have a video on that specifically, but I can link some that I would suggest to you guys down below if you are needing some help with bleaching your wigs and things like that. I don't know what was in this comb, but I just got it. I think it was conditioner. Oh, girl. So what I'm doing now is I'm combing the hair back. you want to hot comb your hair around the hairline back so that it doesn't get caught in how we're gonna be applying our wig. So I'm gonna be taking my hot comb here. This is from Andy's, whatever. I got it on Amazon. I'll link it down below as well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hot comb back this hairline so that all the hair is kind of out of the way. Depending on your lace, sometimes you may need to put face powder to tint it or whatever the case, but with this lace, it's closer to an HD lace. I don't have to do any of that. There is no ash effect from this lace. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my wig on my head. It is still a little wet, by the way, so I'm gonna be blow drying my hair when we're done. So I'm just kind of sectioning it, but you guys see how already I haven't even done anything? Where's my lace, baby? And that ain't no lace, that's just some hair hanging. Like, baby. Okay, so all that you're going to need for this install is a blow dryer that has a cool setting and a hairspray. The hairspray that I prefer to use is the Got2b High Insta Hold. You can use the original Got2b. My friend Tasha uses, I think it's called like Big and Sexy or something. There are so many different hairsprays you can use. Honestly, you can probably use whatever you already own. I'm sure you have a hairspray. You can even use like spritz. Any kind of like a hairspray will work. It's crazy. So this method literally takes maybe 20 minutes if I'm not like talking, maybe even less than that, honestly. It's so quick, so easy. And yeah, so for me, this method will last maybe 3 to 4 days. If I'm working out, the wig is coming off, I'm just keeping it a buck with you guys. But I like it because it's not too harsh on my hairline. It's not an adhesive. Don't get me wrong, I like adhesives, but they're just messy. And I switch my hair a lot. So for me, this is just a much easier method. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull my wig back. And I apply my wigs all the time, so I kind of know, I can just eyeball where my wig is gonna go. However, if you're not a big wig wearer or you don't install your wigs a lot, then you might wanna trace or make markings so you know how far down your lace is going to be or whatever the case. So I would just take like a white eyeliner and just kind of make like little dots to kind of give yourself a guideline. Like I said, girl, we be doing this all the time, okay? So what I'm gonna do now, I already have makeup on. I would highly suggest putting your wig on before your makeup, but you know I had to be cute for the YouTube video. So what I'm taking now is just some alcohol. This is some 91%. It doesn't really matter, just some alcohol. And I'm putting this on a napkin, and I'm gonna rub this along my hairline. Well, pretty much where I'm gonna lay my wig to remove any kind of oil, makeup, any of that, because your wig won't stick as good. So you definitely want to clean this up. If alcohol is too harsh on your skin, you can use witch hazel or anything just a little softer, but you just want to clean this area really good. You don't want it to have any oils because the hairspray won't stick as well, you know? It's gonna start to mix with this stuff, and that's not really what you want. Now we're going to get to the application. So I'm gonna explain to you what I'm doing before I do it because the blow dryer is gonna be going, so it's gonna be pretty loud. So I'm going to be spraying in sections. So I like to do middle, side, and side. You can try to do it all at once if you want, girl, but if you're a beginner at this, I definitely would do sections. So I'm going to do my middle section. So I'm going to spray some hairspray. I'm gonna try to keep it, you know, in this area because this can get a little messy if you're not careful. The amount that you're gonna spray is just, there's not really a, you just wanna get enough on there. You'll be able to see how much I put so that way you can kind of tell. And once I spray it, I'm gonna have my blow dryer on a cool setting. So I'm gonna have it on cool mode and I'm just gonna blow dry it. And I just blow dry mine until it's not wet anymore. And then I just kind of let it air dry until it gets tacky. And then I'm going to go and lay my lace down. I'm going to be using my comb to push it all in. And then we'll move on to the other sections. It's so easy, I promise. You guys can do this. You can do this. Let's get started. I've explained to you what we're going to do. So now I'm going to let you watch me. And then hopefully, you know, you guys are able to follow. So, I like to get my blow dryer on before I spray because the hairspray will drip. So I like to start hairspraying, girl, as soon as I spray because I don't want hairspray all down my face, especially because my makeup is already done. If my makeup wasn't already done, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal, but girl, my face already won, so. Okay, so I hope you guys were able to see. So now, since it's not dripping anymore, I just turned my blow dryer off. I don't like to blow dry it. I know a lot of people do blow dry until it's tacky. It's up to you. I just like to kind of wait this part out, and you'll know it's ready when you tap it and it's sticky. So when you touch this and it's sticky, it is time to lay it down, girl. So mine isn't quite there yet. It's still pretty just wet. It hasn't dried enough yet. So I'm just gonna give it some more time. And you wanna make sure none of the hair from your wig is getting in this. All right, so mine is pretty sticky. So you guys are gonna see me looking over here because this is where my mirror is. So if I lean in, you know, I gotta be able to see. So what I'm gonna do now is just take, well, my wig cap is sliding back. I'm gonna pull this up a little bit before we do that. And pull it down, make sure it's, you know, even. And then I'm just gonna press it into where we have the hairspray. And what's great about with this hairspray method is if you have some hairspray outside of your lace, girl, it is not a big deal like it is if it were glue. Because if you have ever tried to work with glue, then you know if you have that adhesive outside of your lace, oh girl, it looks a mess. With this, it is super easy to remove if that happens. So don't stress it. So I'm just pressing with my comb. There are a few pieces of hair that are getting stuck into the hairspray, as you guys can see, like right through here, but that's not a big deal at all. 1 or 2 pieces is fine. It's almost like baby hair. So you'll see how we take care of that. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm getting like rippling in my wig, and that's because I pulled it too taut. So when you do, you guys might not be able to see it, but there's a little ripple going on here. So when you guys are doing your wig, this lace is really stretchy, but if you stretch it too much, it ripples, it bunches. So just lay it flat. Don't stretch it like my dumb behind. It's a very minor inconvenience. It's not a big deal, but you would rather that not happen. So now what I'm gonna do is the edges are a little not down all the way, but I like to come back to that. So I like to get the base of the wig down and then come back and touch up any little areas that need to be touched up and stuck down. So I have a few little areas like edges, like right here and here, that need to be stuck down a little bit better. But like I said, I'm going to do that after I finish the rest of the wig. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing what we just did to the sides. And I'm not really gonna talk through this part. I'm gonna just let you guys kind of watch. So what I do is I just lift my the corner up as far as it can. It's stuck right there. So I'm just gonna pin this back so the hair is out of the way. And then I'm just gonna spray in this area, blow dry, and attach the wig. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this side. So what I like to do is I hold the corner and I lay it like slide by slide, space by space, I guess, like this. Boom. And then what I like to do is I always tuck the corner behind my ear so I can see this lace right here and make sure it's all getting stuck. Ooh, that looks so good. And I'm just using the comb part of my little edge brush to make sure that these hairs that are, you know, laying this way aren't getting too stuck in the hairspray, because that's a little annoying. It's not a big deal, but if you can avoid it, you know. And when you're doing this, make sure you're in a mirror up close so you can see every little detail. I'm a little far away right now, so I know that I'm gonna have to take a moment and get up close on my mirror to really get in there, but you guys are getting the gist. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the other side, and then I will come back to show you guys how I fix any little spots that may be lifted, and yeah, boom. So as you guys can see, look at this. Looks so good. I'm gonna go in and touch up any little spots that might be lifted. I have to kind of pull my mirror up close to be able to see this. I lied. I thought I was gonna have a bunch of spots, but I don't. Love that for me. Okay. That is pretty much all for the install. So all that I'm gonna do now is style and do my baby hair. So if you guys wanna see that, it is gonna be a sped up clip. You're more than welcome to keep watching, but that's it for the install. So let me go ahead and style this so you guys can see the final product, so you guys can really see how good this wig looks, and yeah.
Baby, I love you, I need you here with me all the time. Baby, we meant to be, you got me smiling all the time. 'Cause you know how to give me that, you know how to pull me back when I go running, trying to get away from nothing, yeah. You know how to love me hard, I won't lie, I'm falling hard. Yep, I'm falling for you, but there's nothing wrong with that. You don't want it, you're the one that I think of always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is my love. You the one that I dream of always. You the one that I think of always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is mine. Baby, come, take me now, hold me now, make me come alive. You got the sweetest touch, I'm so happy you came in my life. 'Cause you know how to give me that, you know how to pull me back when I go running, trying to get away from nothing, yeah. You know how to love me hard, I won't lie, I'm falling hard. Yep, I'm falling for you, but there's nothing wrong with that. You the one that I think of always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is my love. You the one that I dream of always. You are the one that I think of always. You are the one, so I make sure I behave. My love is your love is mine. And yes, I'm kinda crazy, that's what happens, baby. When you put it down, you shouldn't give it to me good like that. Shouldn't have hit it like that, had me yelling like that. Didn't know you would've had me coming back. You the one that I'm feeling, you the one that I'm loving. Ain't no other niggas like you. There's just one. No, baby, just one.
So boom, we are all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how I install my wigs. I think it looks pretty good for an at-home job, you know, with no glue, no adhesive, just a little bit of hairspray, okay? So again, shout out to Wig Encounters for this bomb wig that also plays into why it looks so good, because we got some bomb lace in here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
'Cause you know how to